then Puff was like, yeah, like first he was amping him to get stout. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out. We gotta kick it.
This is
Puff.
Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. He's like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the f this just say?
The relationship didn't work out, but the press lasted a lot longer than the relationship did. So, I mean,
why do you think the press does that? Why do they like vilify the woman? Because when I read that stuff, I was like, it's so ridiculous.
No, it wasn't the press. It was him.
Oh.
50 Cent blamed the second season ratings dip on gay stuff.
First of all, the pot calling the kettle black is all I'm saying.
Ooh. The pot calling the kettle black. Huh.
Whoa. That was some tea. That was shade. That was major shade.
Pot calling the kettle black. So, I mean, you're not insinuating that
he's
50
gay?
Cent is...
Oh, my Lord, please.
What? Girl, we gotta talk after this episode is over.
Wait, Vivica A. Fox, what are you insinuating?
Well, I mean, seems like he's got something that's not quite clear. So
you mean sometimes if people protest too much about something,
yes,
the fire is happening right there in front of them.
Absolutely. I just never forget there was a Vibe cover with him and Soulja Boy that made me kind of go,
Lo, it just got messy, real messy. Vivica Fox came out swinging, lacing up her verbal boots and dragging 50 Cent straight into the gossip gutters. She called him out for allegedly being on the down low, claiming he's got multiple men on speed dial. Yup, while 50's been out here throwing shade at everybody and their mama, Vivica said he's been busy behind closed doors getting handled by dudes. So here's how it popped off. 50 tried to come for Vivica first, making fun of her for what folks say was a botched BBL. And let's be real, I don't know why she even got that work done in the first place.
So you did a PSA on Curtis about him and Soulja Boy on the cover of you kind of poking the bear there.
I'm not poking a bear. I'm saying that he's a stone. And I've spoken to 2 men he's lived in sales with, who you had sex with, Curtis. No, I'm not saying allegedly. And you know it.
Whatever happened, that surgeon did her dirty. Her movement's stiff, her shape looks off, and folks couldn't stop talking about it. Vivica wasn't about to let that slide. She clapped back hard, exposing him with what she claims are real receipts about his private life. She didn't hold back, not even a little. According to her, 50's been playing both sides and hiding it for a while now. So what triggered all this? A video of Vivica walking into an event in some tight white jeans went viral, and chilly people noticed. Her cheeks were looking extra packed, way different from before. This wasn't no gym build either. It was screaming BBL. Naturally, the internet went wild with jokes and side eyes, but then 50 jumped into the mix, making fun of her too. He left a shady comment that he later deleted, but you know how fast screenshots fly. In that comment, he joked about spinning the block on her again, like he wanted to give things another shot. Boy, please. So here's the backstory. 50 Cent and Vivica Fox had a little thing way back in 2003, but that flame fizzled fast. And when it ended, 50 made it messy as ever, taking shots at her in his music and even calling her a gold digger. Real bitter energy. So fast forward to now, after the blogs caught wind of his shady spin the block comment, he switched up real quick and jumped on Instagram to roast Vivica over her BBL. He posted a screenshot of an article talking about his comment and wrote in the caption, "They said I was spinning the block. Man, I ain't gonna lie, that booty was good." Yep, he said that out loud. And honestly, a lot of folks did agree with him. Vivica's body used to be top tier before the BBL gone wrong. But let's keep it real. Vivica's been under heavy fire for her weight lately. And that kind of pressure can mess with anyone's head, especially someone who used to be the gold standard for beauty. I mean, remember how fine she was in Kill Bill?
The rap game since he was little, just like Weezy.
Yeah.
And
been ran through quite a bit. Whoever his big daddy was threw him out ass naked into the hallway. He was walking around in the hallway holding. Has actually appeared on a magazine cover together.
Damn. I know exactly who you're talking about.
That's why he's always able to call other on being a swish. Birds of a feather flock together.
People were obsessed with her looks. Everybody wanted that Vivica vibe. So imagine how hard it must have hit her seeing that same admiration flip into body shaming. People started calling her a big bag and clowning her online. That kind of hate would mess with anyone's self-esteem. But things really popped off when 50 added his 2 cents. That's when Vivica had enough and fired back by accusing him of being on the down low. She didn't hold back, just went straight for it. And once she dropped that accusation, the internet went into full investigation mode. Folks started digging through 50's past, and shockingly, these rumors about him being DL aren't new at all. The first time people started whispering about this was way back in 2010, when 50 showed up on the cover of XXL magazine with Soulja Boy, and they looked real cozy. Some even said they looked like a couple on that cover. In that now infamous XXL magazine cover, 50 Cent was standing behind Soulja Boy in this dominant stance, rocking a white durag like he ran the show. Meanwhile, Soulja was shirtless in front of him, pants tugged down just enough to raise some serious eyebrows. People immediately clocked how sus the whole thing looked, because let's be honest, no straight guy would usually agree to a setup like that for a magazine cover. The whole vibe of the photo shoot felt deliberate. Folks thought the magazine was clearly trying to push a certain narrative, and 50 and Soulja just rolled with it like it was no big deal. That only added more fire to the rumors that had already been simmering for years. Then came Vivica, fanning the flames even harder. When 50 shaded the TV show Empire, claiming it went downhill because of too many gay scenes, Vivica wasn't about to sit quietly, especially since she had a role on Empire herself. His shady comments hit a nerve, and Vivica decided to spill some of her own tea. She popped up on Andy Cohen's show, and when he asked her what she thought about 50's comments, Vivica did not hold back. She dropped major hints about 50 being on the DL, even bringing up that fruity magazine cover with Soulja Boy. Then she went deeper, saying that back when they dated, she always felt like 50 was battling some kind of inner conflict, like he was hiding something big. Now, instead of denying it or brushing it off, both 50 and Soulja got super defensive. They didn't clear the air, they just attacked Vivica. Soulja went on IG talking slick, saying, "Everybody hit up this cougar. She's single and ready to mingle. Total deflection." They tried to clown her instead of addressing what she actually said. Suspicious much? Whew, this drama spiraled fast. After Soulja Boy tried to clown Vivica, 50 Cent jumped in and reposted Soulja's shady message. But he didn't stop there. He threw in his own wild twist. He claimed Vivica only thinks he's into men because she once, well, licked his behind. Yeah, he really said that. He posted, "I let her lick my butt. Wait, I didn't want her to. She forced me. My hands were tied. 50 Shades of Grey." Like, what even is that response? Then things hit a whole new level when Jaguar Wright stepped in with some explosive claims of her own. According to her, 50 and Soulja weren't just cool. They were messing around behind the scenes. Jaguar straight up said that 50 knows so much about DL rappers because he is one, and he supposedly brought Soulja into that lifestyle, even mentoring him into being, as she put it, a submissive bottom. Wild. But she didn't stop there. Jaguar claimed she saw an actual intimate video of 50 and Soulja getting freaky. That's the type of tea that had the whole internet shook. Nobody expected that level of detail to come out. And then there's that old story. Remember when 50 once said Diddy offered to take him on an all-expenses-paid shopping spree? At the time, it seemed random, but now folks are starting to put the pieces together. The streets are saying Diddy only made that move because he heard things and figured 50 might be down. Because let's be real, Diddy doesn't just throw that kind of offer at every man. If he felt bold enough to shoot his shot, he probably thought 50 had a little sweet in his system. The timing, the rumors, the energy, it's all starting to make sense. But Vivica is not backing down, not even a little. She's keeping her foot on 50's neck, and if she keeps pushing, it might open the floodgates for way more people to start digging into his past. And let's be real, 50's always loud when it comes to everybody else's drama. So folks would love to return the favor and air his business out for once. People online are already chiming in with their own takes. One person said, all she needed to do was hit the gym. She just got older and gained weight. She never needed surgery in the first place. I wish she had a real one in her life to tell her that. Another commenter came through with, I always thought 50 was gay. You can just tell by the way he acts. But now I want to know what you think. Do you believe 50 was out of pocket for clowning Vivica over her surgery? Or do you think Vivica's spilling the truth with these down-low claims about him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I need to hear what y'all think. And hey, if you love this kind of spicy tea, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. There's more mess coming your way. Click right here for another wild story, and I'll catch you in the next one.